البروفيسور أنيس قوبعة المدير التنفيذي لمركز الابتكار بجامعة الأمير سلطان، فليتفضل إلى المسرح.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Thank you everyone for coming today to my presentation. I'm glad and delighted to provide a presentation today in the AI and Cloud exhibition. And my talk will be about artificial intelligence and drones for smart cities. And I will emphasize more on the importance of technology localization. So I'm going to speak both in Arabic and English, just try to make a balance between both. So I'm Anis, Professor in Computer Science. I'm the Executive Director of the Innovation Center at Princeton University, Director of Research, and also the leader of Robotics Internet of Things Lab. Okay, so my talk will be about لماذا الذكاء الاصطناعي why artificial intelligence. استفادة المملكة العربية السعودية من الذكاء الاصطناعي وبالخصوص حول توطين التقنية ودور الجامعات في ذلك. I will take Princeton University as a role model because we have an excellent experience in showing off with innovation and how innovation can be transformed into business opportunities. And I present the different use cases that we have been working on at Princeton University, and they will show their impacts. Okay, so let me first start. لماذا نحتاج الذكاء الاصطناعي؟ طبعا الذكاء الاصطناعي الآن أصبح مدمج في كل مجالات الأعمال، في كل مجالات الحياة، سواء في الجوالات أو في القطاعات عامة. وذلك لأنه يوفر العديد من الحلول من حيث تطوير النجاعة وإنشاء خبرات متعددة في مختلف الميادين، أيضا تحقيق التطور وإضفاء فعالية على تطبيقها. And the most important reason about this is because artificial intelligence is based on data. Now, we are collecting a lot of data everywhere, every time, and we are storing this data in different clouds. So, these different techniques of machine learning and artificial intelligence, deep learning, allow really to make good exploitation of this data in order to take right decisions, in order to improve the decision-making systems, and in order to improve the efficiency, the experience, and the effectiveness of these different solutions. So as a matter of fact, this is a study that is made by PwC, and it shows the benefits of the Middle East region from artificial intelligence. ويمكن أن نلاحظ هنا أنه أكبر دولة مستفيدة من الذكاء الاصطناعي المملكة العربية السعودية، وذلك بقيمة 135 مليار دولار، وهو يمثل 12% من الناتج المحلي. هذا يعني أشياء كثيرة جدا، وأنه البزنس opportunities في artificial intelligence is very huge, and particularly in Saudi Arabia. And this is why we need to put a lot of efforts, both from academic perspective or from private sector perspective, from government perspective, in order to promote the capabilities of AI in Saudi Arabia. So these are different sectors where AI has affected the business and improved its effectiveness and efficiency in construction, manufacturing, energy, utilities and resources, public sector, including health and education. So basically the different vital sectors of the business. Okay, so now I think it becomes really very important that we talk about technology localization. And technology localization, I can see it from two different perspectives. The first one is we're going to keep in touch with international companies and try to bring their solution here. And this can be through different ways. For example, through direct investment or partnerships with companies. That is basically the most used solution nowadays. But I can see many drawbacks from this kind of technology localization techniques, although it has also benefits. In general, it should be very expensive because usually if you want to bring the technology into account, you need to pay huge amount of money for getting licenses. Also, you'll be always dependent from a third party because these people are not going to give you a full technology transfer. They are going to give you part of this technology to use in some way, but you'll be always dependent in different ways. And there are many stories that you all know about the problem of being dependent on third parties. Okay, one of the advantages is it's relatively fast because you don't need to spend too much time in developing technology yourself. And it has probably a little bit low risk in terms of technology, but probably much higher risk from maybe political perspective. So this is why I truly believe that universities should play the real role in technology transfer. I'm going to explain why. So basically, when we talk about technology transfer or technology localization from universities, we think about two different things. The first thing is research and development, the R&D, and the next step will be the innovation. Okay, so if we rely on universities, this is going to be a much cheaper option because in any case, it's not going to be more expensive than bringing ready solutions from other companies. You will be completely independent from any third party because all your solutions are made in-house. And you will have better local capability building. And this is one of the most important things that is stated in the Vision 2030, is building local capabilities and also making technology localization. The risk could be medium to high because not all universities probably are able to deliver, but there are universities that are able to deliver. And we need to change the culture of universities to be able to deliver with higher confidence. Because now, maybe most of the research made in the universities is probably academic, but the university now, especially in Saudi Arabia, they have a lot of resources, they have a lot of capabilities. It's a matter of changing the culture toward more the real innovation. And I'm going to give an example of what we have done at Prince Sultan University, and in particular in the Robotics and Internet of Things Lab. So Prince Sultan University, alhamdulillah, they have put a lot of emphasis on R&D and innovation. We've created several labs. One of them is the Robotics Internet of Things Lab. As you can see, we have different type of resources, we have different type of skills, we have different resources from different backgrounds, software engineering, computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. And we were able to develop several solutions, not only academic solutions, but solutions that can go to the market, that have business values. And I think the community here of the private sector should change their mind when they consider universities. Just to give you an example, I have one of my students working in a company who contacted me 2 days ago, and he told me, "Doctor, we have a data set of 20,000 images. Would you find some students to do as a job or labeling, and just we're going to give them certificates?" I was laughing because I told him, "You won't find students that do this for free." Because private sector, when they look at university, this is an opportunity to get something for free. But this is not the case. The universities are able to deliver in the same way as companies. So I'm going to show you some examples of the things that we have been developing at Prince Sultan University. So last year we have participated in the CAUS Challenge, and we have been awarded the first prize in Hajj and Umrah in the track of mobility and transportation. And we were the only university among 2 other companies that were winning in the 2 other tracks. And basically here we have provided a solution to use one of our AI products to propose a solution to Al-Hajj, especially in particular for vehicle crowd management at the entrance of the holy places. We know that during the Hajj period, there are a lot of vehicles coming at checkpoints and they will spend a lot of time waiting. So we have proposed this solution to automate the process of automatic checking of buses and cars that are already authorized. So we provide automated access control. We wanted to improve the pilgrim experience. We provide the complete information system to manage all this, the traffic. We provide data analytics tools as well, security and safety, and AI-powered solution. Now, the second use case that we have been working on, which is very, very popular in the world, is surveillance systems. And basically here I talk about two particular use cases, including face recognition and vehicle identification. So maybe one of the most known countries doing this is China, but this is something that we can also do here. And you can see the global facial recognition market between 2020 and 2024 is huge. Okay, so it has a compound annual growth rate of 12%, incremental growth of $3.3 billion. So it's something that has very big business value, and we have been interested in drawing this. So all these solutions are provided in our booth, so you can see this in real demonstration and details. So one of the solutions, we have developed the new surveillance system, which is for face recognition and tracking. Everything is done in real time, so we take any camera, non-smart cameras, we connect them to our edge device. It will perform real-time processing, and then we will send you only the result to the cloud, which is very efficient in terms of bandwidth, in terms of performance. And we have a dashboard that provides you all the collected data. You can do different type of analytics. You can search a person by his face. You can map a person to its identity card, and you can also track where the person was detected in which time. You can do plenty of things. So this is one of the use cases that we developed for Uyun surveillance system. And you can see it in our booth with live demos. And this system is not something just at the prototype level. It's really at advanced level, because we have been doing a lot of experiment in order to understand the performance of face recognition, how to make it optimal, how to increase the inference speed. So this is one of the work that we have published in IEEE Transaction on Network Science and Engineering last year, where we have made almost 300 experiments to test the performance of edge computing, of face recognition systems, and also on vehicle identification systems, in order to get the best result, both in terms of accuracy and in terms of real-time performance. Another use case is the real-time recognition and tracking of vehicles. We have developed also a solution that gives you, for any incoming vehicle, it will tell you about the brand, the model, the generation, and also it will detect the license plate. So we have made all these algorithms to be real-time, efficient, and accurate. We recognized 200 type of vehicles, and the accuracy has reached 98.9% for in our system. Same thing also for the license plate recognition. So this is the characteristic of our system. It is real-time, it is scalable, secure. We provide also security functionalities because it could be deployed on the cloud, so you need to be careful about this. It is flexible and accurate. So I remember also one of the times one company contacted us to provide us a solution for PSU to adopt a chatbot in our system. So I was saying, why you have to pay all this money? You are R&D, we have capabilities, we can do this. And we did it. Now if you go to Princeton University website, we find a chatbot which helps a lot of people to get very useful information about university, about the degrees, about anything related to their requirement. We have been also working on advanced video analytics, and you can see here we have developed a traffic analysis from UAV. We can extract 20 types of information for this system. We can understand the traffic violation. We can understand the average vehicle speed. 24 types of information were collected just by one video, and we apply our AI algorithms in order to extract them, and then with some data science tools we can provide different types of insights. So these are some examples of what we can get from video analytics on traffic. For example, here we can, it will help to reduce congestion. It will help to understand how many traffic violations has occurred. For example, what is the average speed of the vehicles, what is the maximum speed of the vehicles. And this will help authorities actually to take action in order to improve the traffic management and reduce also traffic violation. So we have extracted different types. This is a heat map that shows what is the most congested area in the intersection. This is another chart. We have more than 30 charts generated that shows how many traffic violations were detected. Another thing also that we've made is smart parking analytics. So here also we use the similar technique in order to understand the different occupancies of the parking slots, and this will help to better manage the parking design and maybe extensions. So this is, for example, one of the two of the generated charts. So this one, it shows the occupancy of the parking slots in seconds. Okay, so when the color is dark, it means the parking was occupied for a long time, and here the heat map for the number of cars that occupied every slot. So the last, we have so many, but due to time limitation, I'm going just to finish with drone for delivery system. So the idea started by just developing a drone delivery solution for Princeton University, because now we have different campuses and they are far away from each other. But now, alhamdulillah, it has obtained much bigger impact. So this solution has attracted many government authorities, including Ministry of Health, including Saudi Post. We have made demonstrations for them in our campus, and this is one of them. And our solution has very advanced features, so it can deliver package and monitor premises. We have dashboards, everything works in real time, over 5G networks. We have also a control dashboard that allows to approve mission or stop missions. We arrange simultaneous flights. We have multiple packages and multiple destinations in one flight, and also we have precision landing on using computer vision. Alhamdulillah, this work has led to signing an MOU with GACA to work together on defining the unmanned traffic system for UAVs in Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. And this was just a snapshot about what we have been doing in Princeton University. And again, all this presentation to emphasize that university should play a big role in technology localization in Saudi Arabia. Thank you. Any questions?
نتيح باب الأسئلة إذا كان هناك أسئلة. مايك بليز. تفضل. المايك الثاني لو سمحت. عشان باقي الجمهور يسمع بس. Could you mic? شغال المايك. Try.
Hello.
Yes.
I want to ask about the images you were taking. Are they taken by drone or by satellite images?
By drone. These are drone images.
But how come they are very stable? What did you use to make them?
Yes, you mean for the smart traffic and for the smart parking analytics.
Yes.
These are two videos that we have taken. It's a available data set that we have taken and we have worked on. So we didn't take the videos ourselves, but we found these videos as a data set and we have used them for doing our work.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes.
We have just a quick question.
مايك للدكتور لو سمحتوا.
The challenge, Chaos Challenge. Could you just tell us what sort of
This is the mic.
دكتور بس نوصل لك المايك عشان باقي الزملاء في القاعة يستمعوا للسؤال.
I just have very quick questions regarding the Chaos Challenge. You got a prize, I think, based on the photo you on that slide. So could you please tell us what sort of AI technique you used to detect the number of peoples and what sort of tool in AI?
Yeah, basically it goes much more than AI techniques. We have developed a complete ecosystem for artificial intelligence for surveillance and object detection. So basically our system can detect any kind of object depending on the business
Is
requirements.
it face recognition or just detecting how many people passing the lines?
We can, for now, we have applied for face recognition, vehicle identification, but if there is other business requirement, it can be easily integrated without changing the whole ecosystem, because we have built a complete loop. If you see now, maybe the slides are not here, we have a complete
You can
plan.
back to the presentation if you want.
Yeah, just like to show him an architecture that we have been using for all our applications. It will be on the cost challenge, slide.
شغل البرزنتيشن من جديد بس.
So we have a complete software solution that is cloud-based that allows to capture images from edge devices connected to cameras or any kind of different type of cameras. It will be sent to the cloud, and from the cloud we are going to make storage and then develop different dashboards with data analytics tools.
Did you apply it in real life in Hajj or Umrah?
We are in contact with the Ministry of Hajj for implementing 4 of our solutions to improve the pilgrim experience. Yes, we are in touch with.
But you didn't apply it for now.
For now, we are still in the process of communication with the Ministry.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay, there are 2 other questions.
المايك لو سمحت.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
I do have a question, and you know probably that we have a limited resource in Arabic, especially in the AI field. As a Saudi university, do you have a plan to actually enrich this field? Do you have a project that related to Arabic specifically?
To Arabic.
Speech recognition and,
Yeah.
and any kind of
Yeah.
Arabic-related projects. To
Yeah, I
enrich
totally
this
agree
field.
with you. This is one of the most important things in AI. But basically, our lab is specialized in computer vision, maybe. But we have also some labs at PSU that are also working on Arabic language processing, and they do have patents as well on this. Yes, at the university we have 20 research labs in different areas. So one of the labs is working on NLP systems with Arabic language. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Victor, for your presentation. I want to ask you about you collect the data using AI techniques to make classification. You get the data, and then how did you take the decision about planification or anything else? So you apply the AI techniques to get the data, and after getting this data, how did you take the decision to make the schedules or
Yeah. So basically, when we have a video like this, we are going to check the videos, observe it, and check, okay, what kind of data should we extract? So this actually we start from this question, and based on this, we will say, okay, what kind of AI techniques that we have to develop in order to extract the data that will lead us to respond to our questions. This is the loops how it works. And then when we collect raw data, we are going to apply advanced data science tools in order to extract the insights that we would like to extract from the available data. So there are some data science tools that we use, different type of software and libraries, different programming languages that will help us actually to get insight. Because data by itself is useless. But if you apply the right tools to get the proper information, here you will transform the data to insights. And these insights will help decision maker to take the proper decision based on the problem that is addressed.
thank you.
Yes?
مايك يا شباب.
All right, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, Dr. Anis. My name is Asjad Ansari. I'm a PhD student, and I'm really happy to see your presentation in today's conference. My question is, when would we expect the surveillance and delivery drones to be deployed when it comes to delivering packages and food parcels and etc.?
Yeah. So it was already deployed at Sultan University. The face recognition has been working since maybe a couple of months right now. Was working smoothly. We are also working on adapting the vehicle identification solution for automating the access to the parkings of faculty members and staff as well. But also we have opened one startup on AI, but the purpose of this startup is actually to commercialize all our solutions to the market. So in academia, we need to have people from business, from marketing, from sales, and this is the role of the innovation center that we have started as well, in order to commercialize and take all the research work into the market. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Anis.
مايك يا شباب.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Shoaib Khan. I'm coming from Pakistan, National University of Sciences and Technology. I just am wondering how do you intend to scale this? Because if like you're using UAV to do the traffic analysis, then it becomes really a big problem to solve. And my second question is about, you must have heard about vehicular area networks, where now they are putting a device in every vehicle to basically collaborate with each other. They are roadside units, vehicular roadside units, where you get all the traffic information and collect them at a central point, and you have a better picture of the traffic without actually. So, have you looked into that as well?
Yeah, I know about the ITS system, but your first question was about Your first question was about scalability. What do you mean by scalability?
Scale means that there are so many crossings and roads and traffic, especially if you're looking at a city. So flying so many UAVs, endurance, and how do you just make them go there, stand there, and doing all this processing. So
yes, of course, the UV coverage always has limitation, but changing from one UAV to another, you can actually improve the observation area. So there are different types of UAVs can provide you much larger area where we can extend your analytics to a bigger observation region. This depends on the UAV itself, on the resolution of the camera, on different parameters. But of course, you cannot cover like a whole city with the UAV. So it's basically to look at a particular intersection. So this is like the scope of the work, is to look at a particular intersection and understand different types of information about the traffic, like traffic violation, the speed of the vehicles, and different other information as well.
Earlier, like we showed something, are you using YOLO 3 or some of the libraries, AI libraries?
Yeah, we use different type of object detection algorithms, YOLO 3, YOLO 4. So it depends on the problem. We choose the right deep learning technique in order to apply to our problem. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
مايك للطرف الآخر لو سمحت.
I want to ask you about what's the purpose of using the robots inside the university? Is it for development or for creating a new robot from scratch?
What's the purpose of doing all this work?
The robots in the university. Is it for development or for building a robot from scratch?
No, it's not for this. It's actually to create a business opportunity out of this. Now we are building a complete ecosystem for delivery using drones. So this robot was actually, it will be added to our drone delivery system so that it can perform the last mile delivery, because usually the drone cannot go into the buildings, so it will drop the packet somewhere in outdoor environment. So we need another solution to take it from this outdoor environment and put it somewhere, for example, in particular house or particular building.
Great, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Thomas Houding and I'm heading a Polish software house developing a user experience platform for the big enterprises. You emphasized a very important topic related to the cooperation between scientific world, universities, with the commercial world. I'm fully sharing your observation. We have been able to successfully deploy this business model in Europe, and after a couple of meetings which took place over here in your country, I realized that the solutions we are developing in Europe could be welcome also. But to be successful, we have to also consider the further development in the country. Do you believe that a university like yours is ready to kick off the cooperations with the commercial partners outside the Saudi world, outside your country, with, for example, European companies like ours, to be able to build competence centers in your country?
Yes, thank you very much. This is a very important, nice question. Yes, indeed, we have already collaboration with European companies, with Chinese companies. So collaboration is always a must. I mean, when I say technology localization, it doesn't mean that we have to work in our corners, but we have to be open to the world. But at the end, what I mean by technology localization is that we have to have capabilities to develop the technologies. But now the world is pretty much open. I mean, no one is working in his own corner. Even European countries or the USA or China or Japan, they are working in collaboration, but they do have capabilities. They do have their own technologies. And they know how to commercialize this, how to make business. I have different type of collaboration from UAV company in Germany. We have collaboration also with Chinese company in robotics. We're going to send just an MOU here with Aerodyne, which is one of the biggest companies in drone services. So collaboration is always important. And we are very open to collaborate with different type of partners. Yes.
شكرا لك دكتور أنيس.
Thank you very much. Super.